Hey, what's up everybody, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this YouTube video, I'm going to be breaking down my GBP JPY short that I took during London session today. And we currently just hit TP2, currently floating around TP2 and TP1. But for the day, I made $7,300. And that's shorting GBP JPY, fully caught on live stream. And if you want access to the live stream, the link is below. We have 19,500 people trading with us every single day. But essentially, I'm going to run through this trade breakdown for you guys quickly, just to show you guys how I made $7,300. Let's jump into it. All right, so looking at GBPJPY, if you guys have watched my strategy video, you guys will know exactly what's happening in my chart. But essentially, we had rejection on the yes golden zone, which is basically the 0.5 and 0.618 Fibonacci levels, as well as rejection on a daily resistance. All right, so at London Open, we saw the market essentially start heading down with that rejection. That is why we got that entry. To be honest, we could have had a better entry higher up, looking for another rejection. But essentially, we didn't want to miss the train with this one, right? So we took entries over here. We were floating a little bit in drawdown, but I wasn't too stressed about this. Reason being is because price did not break above the golden zone as well as resistance. So I was pretty confident that price would continue hitting bearish in favor for our trade setup. So like I always say, when you place your stop loss and your TPs, it needs to make sense, right? So our stop loss was slightly above the golden zone. Usually when I do put my stop loss, I would put it on a daily high. But if you had to see, if I had to put my stop loss at a daily high, this trade would essentially be a 1-to-1, you can say, right? It would be a 1-to-1. Where right now with this trade is close to a 1-to-3. So the reason why I put my stop loss at 199.359 is because if price had to break this daily resistance as well as my daily golden zone, it would probably continue hitting up, right? So why would I incur more losses putting my stop loss at 199.838? So if it had to break above the golden zone as well as resistance, that would be enough confidence for me to essentially exit this trade. So we entered on the rejection of the daily resistance as well as the golden zone. And now for TPs, right? My TP1 was the daily low. TP2 was TP2, take profit 2 was the last week high, which we hit. And then TP3 was the 1.618 extension on the previous day time frame, right? Which we haven't necessarily hit yet. So how I managed this trade was the moment we hit TP1, hence the daily low, we brought our stop loss to entry. So now the trade would be risk free. And then the moment we hit TP2, I moved my stop loss to TP1, which is exactly where price might be now. So doesn't look like we're going to get a TP3, but we got a TP1 and a TP2. So that's my breakdown on the GBP JPY trade. Hope you guys did enjoy this. If you want more breakdowns, more breakdown videos like this in the future, comment below, share some love in this video. I really need some more traction on these videos to post more. But I appreciate you guys watching, and let's get this bread. Quickly. It would obviously be better once we break the 50-day moving average, the daily low, as well as these trends over here. All right, then we can possibly see price head over to the 1.618. Price is moving quite nicely already with GBPJPY. So what I'll probably do is just wait for market open in 7 minutes. Essentially grab the FEG that will be filled over here. Could be something, maybe something like that. We'll just wait and see. And then what I would be looking at is shorts roughly here, aiming for that
1.618. And then my stops I'll probably have just above here. So like a 1 to 3 trade setup roughly with GBPJPY. German 40, German 40 is climbing. It's already surpassed last week's high, which obviously is an indicator for huge bullish momentum. Now we just need to try to figure out where price wants to go, right? Will it continue going up, or is this the point where it essentially comes a little bit down? But before that, we identify our golden zone, and then as well as Bitcoin and Ethereum, bro. It's actually really interesting because yesterday everything just climbed like crazy. I was seeing like an average gain of 6% across the board with cryptos, purely because Bitcoin has obviously maintained and grown a lot. So I think that price is going to probably continue being bullish. It's been consolidating for a while now above the 100K zone, which is also freaking great progress. But what I would probably see with Bitcoin, also Ethereum, I think everything's going to be essentially bullish. So yeah, this whole bear, or not bear, it was kind of just like a slow bull run, I guess, was a great opportunity for everyone to get their hands into the markets. But yeah, Bitcoin is absolutely crazy right now. I think yesterday I saw it was like at 111K. But this is great though, because the thing is, once Bitcoin is kind of under the spotlight again, right? Which it has been for a while, but once it is basically the main center of attention again, that's when we see all the other cryptos perform great. You know, that's when we see these altcoin seasons come in, so on. So this is great for like the meme coins and stuff, because if Bitcoin is, climbing the way it is, then most likely so will other projects and everything in the blockchain. Oh, that was wrong. So the daily high, daily low is this. But yeah, everyone was sleeping on Ethereum as well. Like no one really, there was tons of memes going on with Ethereum that it's like, if you bought Ethereum 10 years ago, it'd basically be in the same profit, or if even. But yeah, Ethereum is going to do well as well, all these projects. But I'm telling you guys that like crypto, and I've said this, almost in a cult manner, but Solana is going to be one of the craziest projects. Yeah, I just keep on flooding cash into Solana whenever I can. It's honestly one of the biggest projects. Do you think Bitcoin can go back to 106 before the next step goes towards 115 or 112? I think we would have to probably do like an analysis on Bitcoin, right? But I don't see why that's not possible. But also, if it's essentially from 111, where's Bitcoin now? Let's just have a look, see quick. Are you asking because you want to get in? I bought a crypto bundle on Luna worth 200 Rand just to test it out, and I made a whole 60 Rand in the nice, bro. That's solid. Okay, firstly, bro, I would say don't get into Bitcoin, right? Why did I say that? Is because look, from even if you get in at 106 and it goes to 115 or 120, what percentage gain of profit are you going to make unless you throw in millions? Do you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be worthwhile. So personally, I'd rather look at other projects that move when Bitcoin does well, like Solana, like Ethereum, and so on. Damn, that's crazy. So, in all honesty, this is where people kind of struggle with cryptocurrency, right? Because Bitcoin is in the spotlight. That's what the main, it's obviously the main crypto. It's in the spotlight. Then everyone sees the headlines of Bitcoin doing well and all the people making millions in Bitcoin. The thing is, like, they doing well because they've got in at such a low price point. They've believed in cryptocurrency for a long time. If you're only really adopting cryptocurrency now, I'm not saying it's stupid to get into Bitcoin, but you're not really going to get the bang of your buck. Jamie Simon, love the cartier. What shot, bro? The skeleton, not skeleton, Santos. I want a skeleton. Yeah. There's a Santos over here. Yeah, it's pretty sick. But yeah, honestly, Dine, I don't know how to say like your handle name, but if I was you, right, and maybe you already have an existing crypto portfolio, so I might be wrong, but if you're starting to get into crypto, use Bitcoin as kind of like a market mover, right? So obviously, when Bitcoin does well, so will majority of the market, right? But if you put in like $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 into Bitcoin, and it goes to your predicted price points, you're not really going to make a lot of cash, right? Because it's not a huge percentage gain. So if you're looking into getting coins, I would say, look, XRP, Solana, Ethereum are still really, really good buy-ins. But furthermore, I'd even look at projects such as like the gaming sector, the AI sector, coins like Immutable, Avalanche, AVAX. There was this other coin that I got into recently as well that was quite promising. But yeah, like the tough part, like just give yourself like like a little future prediction, right? So let's just say whatever you're going to put into crypto at 106, and price goes to 115, 120. Okay, it goes there. Now, what's the percentage gain? Are you going to be happy with that? Are you going to sell? Because then you're going to be constantly in the cycle of like exiting, entering for small percentage gains, and it's going to like take a big toll on your mind where your environment with crypto isn't really that great, right? Would only like to trade it in the short term with leverage. Okay, so not necessarily investing and stuff. Okay, I get you. Yeah, so like with Bitcoin, I only hold, not only, I'm blessed, but like 2 Bitcoins. Majority of my wallets on Solana, Ethereum. Then I have this one coin that did really, really well, Pengu. I think I did tell you guys about Pengu, but almost 300% up on Pengu. But the new coin that I got into was called, I think it was Useless Coin, something like that. Yeah, Useless Coin. And I'm up 24% roughly on Useless Coin. Alright, so this could be our entry point. I wouldn't even mind having stop loss slightly high, lower. something like that. Not so useless, exactly, bro. Exactly. Alright, guys, I'm gonna jump in on GBP JPY at this price point. And then stops we'll just have at this price point over here. So shorts on GBP JPY that we can remove. So GBP JPY shorts at 199. SL. And 8.733. TP2 we'll be looking at last week's high 198.460, and then TP3 198.050. So here you guys go. Cut is looking fresh. Thanks. I don't really like this hairstyle, to be honest. I just got out the shower, that's why it looks like this. But I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Um, 198 and 50. How do I use your technique to analyze the Bitcoin for day trading in the short term? Exactly how I use it, bro. So this strategy is for day trading. So if you wanna use essentially the same system, let me send you. So I made a video on YouTube about the strategy and stuff. Where is this thing? There we go. So yeah, just essentially watch this, and then you should be pretty good. But yeah, I use the exact same system to basically day trade, long-term investments. But when I do long-term investments for crypto, I obviously don't look at the 1 hour, 15 minute, 5 minute, right? I'm looking at more macro timeframes. So yeah. Retest on GZ as well as daily resistance. Hey Jamie, can you please suggest some altcoins to buy for this bull run? Bro, I've been waiting for this question. I'm actually gonna maybe make a full PDF on the coins I'm looking at. And then what I'll do, I'm also gonna make like a YouTube video on this. But I'll make sure that I premiere premiere it for you guys before it goes live, so that you guys can watch it before it goes out. Not like the video is gonna like, you know, if I can get 10 million views, but so that you guys can watch it early. But yeah, there's so many projects that you guys can actually make a lot of bread with. Like I was saying, like this one coin that I got into, useless coin. Like I literally got into it 2 days ago, and it's already 24% up. You know, so there's a lot of potential for like these projects to do well. Oh yeah, how's your Pengu doing, bro? My Pengu's doing so well. I'm like almost 300% up on Pengu, which is ridiculous. One of my friends actually interviewed the founder of Pengu. I'm down because I did not add it. Oh, fair. What price point did you get in? Oh shit. I don't know where his... I need to find that video. But yeah, essentially, he interviewed the founder of Pengu. Do you know a guy by the name of Moritz? Yeah, young 18-year-old. Yeah, I do know. I know of him. I don't know him personally. We have a lot of mutuals though. His network's actually crazy, bro. Like the amount of people he's been connecting with is ridiculous. I saw he's with like Mike from Impulsive, the podcast. Luke Baumer, Jordan Walsh. Crazy network. I have a feeling he'll do a video with Andrew Tate soon as well. That'll be nuts. Yeah, huge Oaks, bro. Okay. I just need to wish my friend happy birthday quickly. Hey, what's up, Wurzel? How you doing, bro? I'm good, bro. Super, super good. Damn, let's see how this GBPJPY trade plays out. I want you to be mine again, baby. Yeah. I know this lifestyle's making you crazy. Alright, guys, I'm gonna be back in like 5 minutes. I just need to feed the dogs quick. All right, we're back. Let's see. Yo, what's up, Daniel? How you doing, bro? If you get time, please read. Oh, you sent me a DM. Okay, cool. The haircut. Are you going to a fashion shoot? No, bro. I just came out the shower. Don't do me like that. What the hell? Yeah, it's wonky, bro. But I'm just like, do you know what I'm saying? Type shit. But I need to stop wearing caps though, because it's fucking up my hairline. The caps are honestly messing up my hairline big time, bro. You have a lot of what work, bro? What work? Yeah, I was just on a call, guys. I was just on a phone call. Nah. No, no, no. Whoa, how's that glare? Yeah, it looks like it, bro. It's just a sun glare. But yeah, Jenny looks like a new screen photo. It's crazy. Let's look. German footy, nothing. Gold selling, Bitcoin, flag, NAS. Come on, give us something here. This could be our candle, guys. This could be our candle. For me, a nice hammer on the 15-minute. What is this? GBPJPY, right? I don't think we'll get a hammer. Previous candle, maybe a hammer. But like it didn't. It closed in like a spinning top. This one could be like a very abnormal evening star. But then for that, we would need this current 15-minute candle, which is only 22 seconds left, to come to this point. So hence why I say very, very abnormal. But it's good rejection though. Good rejection on the ESGZ, good rejection on the daily SNR. So we just needed to continue pushing in this direction. Geez, like, how's that candle? On Bybit app, I'm not able to check my buy price of tokens. You should be able to. That's really strange. I don't use Bybit, but maybe, maybe check like the web browser or something. That's really strange though. Yo, what's up, Matt? How you doing, bro? I'm good, bro. I tried to be clever, just got tapped out on that push up. Oh, you went in with a tighter stop loss. Where did you have it? Like by the GZ? Yeah, I actually wanted to have my stop loss by the daily high. But for me, the reason why I had it at this point is because look, if we're breaking this daily support resistance, right, as well as the upside of GZ, there's no point for me to incur more losses at this point. Do you know? So that's why I had it at this price point here. Yeah, this week's been mad slow, like disgustingly slow. Even yesterday, I'm actually really glad I didn't trade yesterday because the markets were looking. I don't know. How did you guys find New York session? For me, like I looked at it later in the day, I was like, damn. It was weird. Yeah, Nas just climbed, right? Bullish and dumped, yeah. I saw it matched London highs yesterday. But yeah, man, markets have been pretty gnarly this week. Very, very slow week. Fuck me in my house. Damn. That's the worst, bro. Damn. It's pretty rough. In GBP CAD since yesterday morning, basically married to the entry. Let's see this. Oh geez, like yeah, so it's just consolidating your entry. What time frame is this? 5. That's gnarly. Had this W in the morning though. Let's see. Damn nice, bro. That's really good. Yeah, I'm hoping to at least like hit a TP2 here today, at least. Yeah, geez. It's coming to Babaki. Oh, it's this new 15, right? Oh no. 5 more minutes. But NAS has been weird for the past 2 weeks, expecting nice bullish price action, and then it just, yeah, I fully agree with you, bro. It's been literally like, entertaining both sides, both sellers and buyers, but it just ball tickles them and then whacks them. Trump needs to bring some tariffs back for volume. Oh, jeez, man. Just something needs to happen. It's pretty crazy how also like the war stuff just really calmed down suddenly. Do you know? Like I remember my socials was like crazy with like every single war thing, and then now like it just suddenly calmed. I know there was a ceasefire, but like since then there hasn't been any like, well, from what I've seen, there hasn't really been any follow up regarding that. I'll start a war, jeez, just for some volume. I'll give you my account details and you trade for me when I make volume. Fair, bro. We appreciate your service. We appreciate your service. William, what TPSL for this trade? I'll put it on the chat quick. But what's up, bro? Someone has to certify for the voice. Bro, we have to make sure like we put all your freaking accounts on max leverage for that one. Just to make it worthwhile. Otherwise, there's no point for you to like go through all that and we only make like 1-2%. Who put longs gold for me? Got you, bro. Man, GBPJPY is also like really, really slow. I think trading NFP like messed me up a little bit because I'm just like that instant TP in 5 seconds was like the best thing ever. Now we have to wait like freaking a century. Might have to gamble, but yeah, bro. I played a little bit yesterday. I lost. Who bought a blackjack hand? Bro, I don't like blackjack. Like, I like it, but I'm just like shit at it. That's why I don't like it. I'm more of like a slot guy. Slot or roulette. Last 10 minutes I've lost. Damn. Last 10 times I've lost. Damn. I took I'll show you. So like I took 5k ZAR. What was it? 5k ZAR. Total was 5k like deposit. Okay, but on the thing you'll see. So that was the starting point, right? So hopefully you can see that. Alright, so that was like 3k, right? And then the time was like 10 past 5. Okay. And then check this out. Boom. 24k. What? And that was in like 2 hours, bro. I've just played slots. But I have crazy like, bro, I have crazy I have crazy freaking pictures of my fucking slot winnings. Like here's one, $2,000 on like Zeus. Bro, it's so fun. But the only thing is you can get like really hooked like really quickly. That's the only shit part. So you just need to like honestly know when to stop, bro. Otherwise it just gets really bad. Yeah, slots are fun. If you can like be strict with yourself and be like, okay, I'm only gonna play with this amount. When this amount's gone, I'm not gonna play anymore. Then it's okay, you know. Then it's okay. But if you can honestly like control that, if you can't, bro. Like I thought I could for a little bit, and then I just started rinsing like crazy. I see it as trading. Yeah, literally, bro. S1TP. Exactly. My TP might not activate. Yo, mine definitely doesn't activate, bro. Even if I'm in the green, it doesn't activate. Must be like a glitch in the back end or something. I don't know. That's crazy. Fuck, I've been like up so many times and I just rinse it all, bro. Like, that's just like the cycle of gambling. So, like, you'll be, for example, right? Let's just say you start with like $1,000, you add like three, and then you're like, okay, well, let's just say 3-2, and then you're like, okay, I'll stop at 3K. And then you play, you're like, "Oh, you know what, like, I'm already so up, like, I'd be happy with just doubling my money, so 2K. So then you play until 2K. And then you at 2K, and then you like, well, I came into this with the intent of making money, so I might as well just play with what's doubling your money? It's nothing, right? And then you just lose everything. That's a constant cycle, bro. And I'm trying to break that cycle, and then you lose it all, literally, bro. That's a shit cycle. My worst heartbreak was 1K to like 7K, then I lost. Fuck. That's shit. That's a crazy percentage, bro. Yeah. It's not fun at all. But then you also have moments where you like I'll never forget, I, in 1 month, I made 600K ZAR, like just gambling. And like I risked a silly amount, bro. Like literally, $300. I'd gamble every single time $300. And then that month I came in like 600K prof, which was absolutely disgusting. But the problem is my friends and I have a dope. Liquid courage doesn't help. I have dope. Yeah, that's fucked, bro. I do it for like So if I'm chilling with friends, right, I'll be like, okay, if we're gonna spend like a lot of cash doing something, we might as well make it free. So then we load up money into a gambling thing. We gamble and then we spend the profits. If we don't do it, then we stay in. Like that's how I rather do it. Damn, nice hot Cheetos. That's a crazy trade. Nasdaq. Make it free or make it worse. Literally, bro. Literally. Alright, I'm just gonna go change into gym clothes quickly. I'm gonna just change into gym clothes quickly, but I'll come back on the stream when I'm done, and then we'll just see where price is. But we probably have to like leave this trade to run a little bit. Damn. Only fan stream coming soon, boys. In the last 2 minutes, I've got the fuck. That's crazy. Let me check, because typically they would just join the thing. But yeah, I can just see like a bunch of. I don't see any new Jamies on here. But yeah, that's pretty annoying. Alright guys, so I'm gonna head over to gym. We're gonna keep this trade playing out. Right. Just setting alerts. But I'll also alert you guys once we hit TP1. Once we do hit TP1, that's essentially when we'll move our stop loss to break even. Alright, so for now, we just let it play out. Once we hit TP1, which is 198, let me get this thing. 198733, then SL to entry, and then we just let the rest do its thing. Alright guys, so I'll see you guys for New York. Hopefully there's a good trade for New York. Like, fingers crossed for this one. But yeah, otherwise, have a good morning. Hopefully GBPJPY hits TP so that we can throw some more cash into slots and NASDAQ. But yeah, sweet guys. I'll see you guys at New York.